Hi everybody, welcome to video 11, number 11 in my series. I said a while ago that I'd stop numbering them, but I sort of got into the habit of it, so I'll just carry on. Anyway, in my last video I discussed what I believe the point is of trying to read music. To those people that I actually try to speak to or try to convince of something are the harmonica players that don't read music. The way I see this is there's two types of players, if you want to call it that. And this video is specifically aimed at those harmonica players that don't write anything down. I've got nothing written down on paper. Everything is in your head, in your memory, and etc. So specifically for those people, why do I think that you should really give it a go and try to read music? First of all, I want to address the problem, or not so much the problem, the limitations of our human memory. When it comes to playing music, we humans can remember only so many tunes. The way I see this is there's two levels of memory that we have as human beings. First of all, you've got a memory of, let's say, about 30 tunes, songs that are ready to go. They're in your sort of live memory, if you want to call it that. So if I say to you that one of those 30 tunes, play that, and you can play that straight away. And then there's another sort of second level, more subconscious memory, where we can remember probably, I would think, another 20 tunes. But to play those, we would have to really think really deeply and get into those tunes again. So in total, I think humans can remember, a musical memory, we can remember about 50 different songs, but not more than that. And then constantly you switch between the ones that are in your sort of ready to go memory, and then the ones that are in a bit more distant memory that you have to sort of bring into your live memory to play it again. So our human memory is kind of limited, I think. What also happens is if we play tunes from memory without writing anything down, what we tend to do is to play just the main themes. So the main tune, but any intricate details, key changes or anything like that, so we tend to forget them, and we just concentrate and remember only the very basic, like the main theme or something like that. We don't really always remember the whole tune with all the intricacies and etc. with it. Also, when we remember a song, how do we remember a tune? It's very common that we remember something because a tune is actually a song and has got lyrics to it, so we actually remember the lyrics. And if we don't, if we remember the lyrics, if we remember the text, that helps us to memorize how the tune is played as well. So that makes it much more difficult to learn and memorize something, a piece of music that is instrumental, that doesn't have lyrics to it. So it's not really a tune or a song, it hasn't got lyrics to it, but it's just instrumental music. That's much more difficult to remember because the lyrics actually give us something to remember a song by. So our human memory is limited at any age, but obviously the older you get, the more limited it gets, and the harder, the more work it takes to actually memorize these tunes. So reading music really helps with memorizing tunes. Let's just say you've played a tune for a few years that you used to play just like that, without anything written down, just from your memory, but you haven't played it in the last 2 years. And then you think, oh, hang on, I want to play that again. But it takes you a lot of work, a hard work, to actually get back into that song again. Written music helps a lot with that. Say if you've got a written score somewhere of a piece that you haven't played for 3 years, you've sort of forgotten it, all you need to do is just a quick read and, oh yeah, that's how it went, and off you go. So it helps a lot with that. Also, if you want to memorize a tune without writing anything down, obviously it makes it a lot harder to learn a new tune. Say you hear a tune on the radio or anywhere else, or on YouTube, wherever, and you think, oh, I like that, I'd love to play that. How do I go about this? It's difficult. If you don't write anything down, you will agree with me, it is difficult. It takes weeks, sometimes months, watching the same video over and over again, or listening to the same record, or whichever way you do it. And it's a long process to get that into your head and then translate it onto your harmonica. So that is why I think anyone who doesn't write anything and plays anything from memory, that's fine if you want to do that, but you are kind of limited to so many tunes. And if you want to do something else, there's a lot of very, very hard work to do before you can actually master a tune. And obviously reading written music helps an awful lot with that. Reading music also helps you to understand music better. Why do you play a certain phrase? Why? What does that do to a piece of music? And it's just so much easier if you can look at a piece of paper and think, oh, hang on, that's how it goes, and that's what the effect is on the tune. So it helps you to understand music better. It helps you to understand what the notes are related to each other, basically like the musical building blocks of music. If you can read it in front of you, it just makes a lot more sense than if it just exists in your head only. There are a lot of myths and misunderstandings about the concept of reading music, but I will get to that in the next video number 13, I think. I will get to that in a later stage. But for now, I just want to say that reading music specifically helps with learning a piece of music, learning to play and to learn a new piece of music. Something that you've never played before, you really want to play it because you really like it, and reading music helps a lot with learning a new piece of music. So that's what I want to say about those people, harmonica players that never write anything down and play everything from the top of their head. Not a single musician, and I know this a bit of a statement and kind of half a joke, but really it's absolutely true. Not a single musician in the world will say, oh yeah, I can read music, but it's a horrible thing to know. I wish I'd never learned it. I wish I could just play by head from the top of my head, because reading music is horrible. Not a single musician in the world will tell you that. No one, ever. Once you get the skill of reading music, it's a skill that will last with you for a very long time, forever, basically. So, and again, I think most people that play a musical instrument, whether it's a recorder or a harmonica or anything, really have this thought, oh, I wish, yeah, of course, I wish I could read music. Of course, I want to read music. But it's then immediately followed by this thought, but I can't. And all I'm saying to you is give it a go. Give it a go and then judge if reading music is something for you or not. Don't judge it before you have given it a go. Try it. Try it. And again, I can't stress this enough. Reading music can be at any kind of level. You can start reading music that is very, very easy. That is what I want to say. And again, playing from memory is actually better than, I think, because you remember more of the music and the tune, because that's what I'm going to address in my next video, which is specifically aimed at those players who use whole numbers and tabs and things like that. So if you don't write anything down, trust me, you're better off than anyone who writes it in whole numbers and tabs and things like that. But again, more about that in my next video. I really hope that I can actually convince some of you to really give it a go. And in a few videos from now, I will sort of start going through the basics, and honestly, I promise you, you'll find it a lot easier than you thought it would be. So, I hope this helps, and again, it's something that is in everybody's mind. Oh yeah, of course I wish I could read music, but I can't. And that, but I can't, that's what I want to address. And I hope I can do something about that. I really do. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.